Hi, church. It's Holy Week. I'm Pastor Jerome, and I just want to take a few moments on this Monday to kind of prepare our hearts as we get ready to head into Resurrection Sunday. I'm going to be including a Holy Week study guide so that you can work on this and read through some passages on your own time. But I just want to take a quick moment to look at a passage in Mark's Gospel. For this past Sunday, for those of you who were able to worship with us, we celebrated Palm Sunday. This is Jesus' triumphal entry into the city. He's riding on a donkey. The people lay their palms down and the garments at his feet. And John's Gospel tells us that this is a fulfillment of prophecy in Zechariah, where it says, behold, your king is coming riding on the colt of a donkey. And so we're able to partake of the Lord's Supper this past Sunday. For those of you who are worshiping with us, it was a great time in fellowship. And so we're going to pick up what happens after this triumphal entry, and we're going to be looking at Mark's Gospel, chapter 11, verses 15 to 23. I'm not going to read all of these passages, but I do want to read a couple just to prompt us to think about a couple of questions that I'm going to ask us. Verse 15 of chapter 11 says, when they arrived back at Jerusalem, Jesus and his disciples, they entered the temple, and they began to drive out the people buying and selling animals for the sacrifices. He knocked over the tables of the money changers and the chairs of those selling doves, and he stopped everyone from using the temple as a marketplace. He said to them, the scriptures declare, my temple will be called a house of prayer for all nations, but you have turned it into a den of thieves. So Jesus, in his righteous anger, flips these tables. Another account says that he has a cord of whips, and not really the depiction of Jesus that we often think of. But he had this righteous anger because the intention for the temple to be a place of prayer, a holy place, had become something else. And so as we think about these passages, I want to ask a couple of questions just to prompt us to meditate on and think about. One being, what are some conveniences and comforts that maybe prevent you from having genuine worship? I understand too, just things in life get in the way, and sometimes it's hard to focus on the one. We come and say that we're focusing on Jesus because there's just so many distractions in life. And secondly, what are some areas maybe that need to be cleansed out of our own lives so that we can be people of prayer, holy people of prayer, and not given over to the things of this world and being distracted? And so meditate on those two questions as you study through the scriptures, and I will see you tomorrow.